Hi everybody, welcome back. It's the start of a new week number 2 here at the Brit and Yankee Craft Beer Advent Calendar. I'm in the pub, and as you can see, I'm with my good chum, friend of the podcast, and ex-work colleague a while back, Mr. Tom Ryan. Hello Tom, how you doing?
Phil, how are you?
I'm
good.
Absolutely fantastic. Happy Christmas coming up.
Happy Christmas.
It's a few days yet, but I'm sure with kids you're like a flurry of activity.
It's busy.
Yeah.
It's busy.
Yep.
But I'm still working, and you're not.
Oh, that's right. So there we go. Fantastic. So we have, as you saw at the opening, I took out the beer for day 8, and I bet you're wondering where it is.
Kind of. I see glasses.
Wow,
I don't see
have
liquid.
glasses. Because it's in my lovely Christmas sweater. So anybody new who comes in, I whip out, or I try to anyway, pull out of my Christmas
Please
stocking.
tell me you're whipping out a beer.
There we go. Fantabuloozy. There it is. Today we have a specially canned beer from Hopvine Brewing in Aurora, Illinois, and that is the brewery of my good chum and co-host who's been on a couple of the days already, and he'll be on a few more days, Mr. Ken McMullen, who brewed this. This is a version of his Brew Monkey, which is a Belgian triple. But this one is specially, I don't know if he randled it, added it, but it's got rum raisins added to it. Now,
Excellent.
I have to say, I have had this beer before, but I saved a can for this advent calendar, and I wanted to taste it with someone who hasn't had it. Right, we're going to open this puppy, and hopefully it has stood the test of time. Oh, a little bit of fizz there. Now, I will say that this is, being a Belgian triple and adding some fruit to it, it could potentially be, oh, I've got all wet now. Oh, I smell nice. Could potentially be some extra fermentation. That said, I think it might have been because I just took it out of the stocking. So here we go, we're going to pour this one out. And as expected, it pours out with a lovely golden color, which is what the Brew Monkey color originally is. Now, I know that there are, I want to make sure I get them even, you see. This is a special beer here. There we go. How's that? Perfect. Drip that off there. There is a brewery in Pennsylvania called Victory Brewing. You've heard of them.
I have, in fact.
And they do Flying Monkeys. I think it's Flying Monkeys. What's the Golden Monkey? Victory Monkey.
Victory.
Oh, I don't know. You know what I mean anyway. And that's a
it's the triple
Belgian
you can
triple.
find everywhere.
Right. I'm going to clear off here because I've made rather a mess. We'll put the can over there. Anyway, this is, I think, every bit as good as theirs, the base beer. But now this has, as I said, rum raisins. So you've sniffed it. Oh, happy
Cheers.
Christmas.
Happy
Cheers.
Christmas.
Oh, let's do that again. That came out good. No.
No, hang on.
Oh, we got to drink some to get more out of it.
Doing.
Okay.
No.
There we go.
If this is the biggest problem we have today, we're doing okay.
So, lovely, to me, a Belgian aroma in the background.
A little bit. You do pick up the rum, though.
You've tasted it. Give everybody your thoughts on this.
Good. It's mellowed out quite a bit. It's still a little bit of triple character. It's definitely a little bit more. I don't really want to say booze forward, but you can definitely taste the rum. I think the raisins do a really nice job adding a bit of sweetness to it.
Yep.
I'm a big sucker for rum beers, though. I think you might have known that when you made the call, but
No, I didn't. But okay.
Yeah,
Just a lucky guess.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
And this actually, I think the ABV on this is something like 11 or 12, but because it was specially canned and they have to write on here, and I've had it inside the advent calendar. When I pulled it out, it rubbed it off. So
it didn't have anything to do with being in your shirt, did it?
No.
Okay.
No.
No ink in the shirt?
It rubbed off when I came out. So as I said, I've had this beer before. This is, to me, is a light sipper. And you talked about the sweetness. I think the sweetness kind of just gets to the point where it's cloyingly sweet, but stops, and then
it doesn't get to that point. No, I agree with you. It's definitely it's sweeter than a triple. You can tell that if I told you it was a triple, you're going to tell me there's something wrong with it. So the fact that it's a triple with something in it, completely get. It's also probably a little darker than most triples.
Right.
But I'm sure that's from the raisins. I'm not sure that's necessarily from the rum, but this is a nice. I'm with you on this. This is not your leather chair and cigar beer, but this is a nice
just before
Yes, this
just
is
before you
one
sit
or two
down.
before. Right. But yeah, it's a nice. It's a little bit heavier. You can tell, but it's got that. It's a good mouthfeel. I would say probably after dinner, maybe dessert beer. This would be really interesting to pair with Bananas Foster.
There you go.
I probably should have ate before I came here. That was probably not smart on my part. But yeah, this beer and Bananas Foster would be really good. Ken, get on that.
Yeah. Okay.
You run a restaurant or have something to do with it. I think that'd be a pretty good pairing, especially with the rum and the raisins.
And he does do a version of it as well with sultanas, as the English call them, or golden raisins, as you guys call them. I know. Somebody said to me,
I had no idea
what the heck's a
about.
sultana? Is that like something from the Middle East? You know, the sultan of somewhere? No, that's what we call them. Anyway, great beer. Fantastic one to go. I think this is a beer that you need to go down or even email Ken and tell him to make more of and get it out there, because I think this is a great beer.
Yeah.
Well,
I agree.
Can you come back next? Oh no, I was going to say, can you come back next week? Can you come back tomorrow?
Did you cold beer?
Huh?
You always have cold beer.
Always have cold beer.
Yeah.
Well, I don't want it too cold, because these high ABV beers need to be at the right room temperature.
Cradle it appropriately and life is good.
There you go. That's a good thing. Cheers again.
Cheers.
A little better of a clang there.
Happy Christmas, everyone.
Happy Christmas. See you tomorrow.
Ho, 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 ho.